This is Bimble. He lives in Stiltsville. Everyone here helps to produce wool. Wool blended with fairy tales, which is sent out to every corner of the world. One day, Bimble acquires a bucket, a magic bucket, which will give him anything he wishes for. This is the guardian of the bucket, Teeny Weeny. Soon others are after it. Dolly Clackhanger for one. Dolly would dearly love to be the village witch, but she's been thrown out of the village because of the noise and mess caused by her experiments. The small one is her assistant, Sploot. Queen Cack, the lazy, greedy ruler of the country, also wishes to possess the bucket and sends her servants, Bilge and Oiler, to steal it. But then everything blows up. Stiltsville is left hanging in the air and Sleaze City slides into the crater beneath. Down in Sleaze City, Mudge is not having a very good morning.
It's disgraceful. Disgraceful. I won't be treated like this. I shall go straight in and I shall tell her. I shall face her with it directly and I shall demand that something be done. Your Majesty, excuse me, Your Majesty. I need to speak to you urgently.
Do you indeed?
Yes, Your Majesty, I do. As I'm sure Your Majesty appreciates, I have been doing my level best to get Your Majesty out of here. I have worked night and day, I have drawn up plans, I have experimented tirelessly, I have explored every avenue, and I have done it all in the face of constant interruptions and interference from Dolly Clackhanger.
I really
She's taken my laboratory, all my equipment, her minions have repeatedly damaged or destroyed my projects. She's bad-tempered, uncooperative.
Be silent!
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Very sorry. I don't know what came over me.
I will remind you, Mudge, that Miss Clackhanger was invited here by me. Also, she provides me with excellent food. Quite excellent.
Yes, I understand that, Your Majesty. But if you were to get out of here, you could collect your taxes again, and that would buy you as much food as you could possibly require.
True. Very well, Mudge. For today only, you may have anything you wish from the palace, and I will give orders that everyone must obey your instructions.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
Well, go on, then.
Come along, follow me. All hands to the pump. Hurry up, hurry up. There is definitely no doubt about it, Oiler. This is brilliant. Brilliant.
A technical, logical breakthrough in a world of pogo sticks, Bilge.
Hey, Oiler, we didn't make the fuel tank no bigger, and it's going to use twice the fuel, at least.
Funny you should mention that, Bilge. But I just happen to have noticed this in Dolly's laboratory.
What is it?
It says, when added as final ingredient, will double the effect of any spell.
So, if we was to put it in our fuel tank...
Exactly.
Let's do it then. Ready?
Steady. Go!
Be a way of clearing this pipe. There must. I fired spells up it, rocks up it.
You ought to fire a rocket up it, Dolly. That's what you ought to do. Fire a rocket up, and it'll go boom, and then...
A rocket! That's it!
Morning, Miss Clackhanger.
Morning, Mudge.
Where do you think you're going?
Tea break.
No, you're not. Her Majesty has given me complete authority for today, and I have decided that you will not be having any tea breaks.
You something!
You do something!
Double up mixture seems to work all right then.
Powerful stuff, obviously.
How dare you? Look at the mess you've made. Just wait until Her Majesty hears about...
Don't get aerated, don't get aerated. It was an accident, wasn't it, Bilge?
It was, Oiler. It was.
Might as well have a tea break now then, mightn't we? Help us recover from the shock, like.
You most certainly will not. I want this all rebuilt before...
Right, well, we'll be off then, Mudge. Leave you to have a nice cup of tea.
How?
Bye.
Cheerio.
Bit of fine-tuning. This could be a record breaker.
You could be right. We'll give it a bit of a twiddle or two when we gets back.
Hurry up, Sploot!
I'm coming as quick as I can, Dolly. It's a bit...
Move your legs faster! Oh. Ah, there you are. Give Sploot a hand or we'll be here all day.
But we're...
Hurry up, hurry up!
Oh, all right.
Well, there's no one here. They still haven't managed to get back up the pipe.
In that case, could I have a wish, please? Not a useful wish, a sort of play wish.
If you like.
I think I'd like to play knights in armour fighting dragons and things. Could I wish for a dragon?
Don't be silly, Bimble. You know perfectly well that I can't supply live animals. Think of the mess there'd be with dragons. Everything could be singed.
I suppose it would. I know! I'll have an adventure! I'll wish for a big castle!
How long have you had the bucket now?
Oh, ages.
That's it then. The force of zippity needs renewing.
Zippity?
Everything in the bucket is powered by the force of zippity. I have told you about it before, you know.
Yes, you have. Sorry. Does this mean I can't use the bucket anymore?
Well, you can't have anything big out of it. Big things take more power. The best thing to do is to go and get some more. Coming?
Oh, yes, please. Could I drive?
Definitely not.
Where are we actually going?
To the zippity shop, of course.
Very good, very good. She'll love it. A properly constructed, good, solid catapult. Much better than relying on all this magic rubbish.
I hope that's properly lined up, Sploot. It's got to fly straight up the pipe.
Oh, it will, Dolly. It will.
It had better.
Hey, you gonna use that double up mixture then, Doll?
Mind your own business.
That'll make it go.
When I give the word, Sploot, you will light the end. There.
Yes, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. I'm ready.
Now!
Vandals, hooligans, ruffians, louts, anarchists.
Not long now.
Good. What's happening? There's something funny happening in that cloud.
It's the zippity condensing out of the winds. That's not an ordinary cloud, you know. As the winds blow through it, it removes the zippity from them.
Really?
Yes.
Gosh.
Well, we'll see what Madame Brilliantly Clever Clackhanger has to say to this.
I thought Your Majesty might be feeling a little peckish, so I brought a teeny snack, a filet mignon and a couple of dozen pancakes a la mode.
Oh, very thoughtful
Oh,
of
it's
you.
nothing, Your Majesty. Your comfort is naturally uppermost in my mind at
You
all.
are still interested in being Chief Minister in exchange for the bucket, are you not?
Oh, yes, Your Majesty, I certainly am. But
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
What?
I am pleased to report, Your Majesty, that the catapult is finished.
I am informed, Mudge, that it has not been properly tested yet.
It certainly has, Your Majesty. I've tested it with rocks. Huge rocks. Huge.
Nevertheless, Mudge, I would prefer that it was tested with people. Miss Clackhanger, perhaps you and your staff would be so kind as to test Mudge's catapult for me. He can put all of you in it together. After all, we can't be too careful with the royal person, can we?
honoured, Your Majesty, honoured. Only
I'm deeply obliged to you, Miss Clackhanger.
Why can't you fire them in your wretched catapult? They're not doing anything.
Just following orders, Miss Clackhanger, just following orders. Anyway, I'm going to fire them up as soon as I find out if it works with you and your party.
Well, I warn you, Mudge.
Ready! Steady!
Are you listening to me, Mudge?
Fire!
Right. Next.
Fire!
A triumph! A triumph! Now for Her Majesty.
Here we are. Looks like they're quite busy today.
Who do all these vehicles belong to?
The guardians of other buckets.
Other buckets?
Of course. You didn't think you were the only one with a bucket, did you, Bimble?
Well,
They're all in different parts of the universe, of course.
Of course.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Teeny Weeny.
Hello, Teeny Weeny.
This is Bimble. Hello, Bimble.
Bimble. How do you do?
And this is Zippy, who will give me a large jar of zippity, please.
My pleasure, Teeny Weeny. There you are. Comes with a separate emergency pack.
Thanks, Zippy. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Ready, Your Majesty?
Yes, yes.
There will be people waiting to catch you when you land.
Get on with it, Mudge.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Fire!
Right. The first thing I shall require is a new palace with a nice high tower so that I can see what they're all doing over there.
Hooray! Hooray! We're home! We're home! Ow!
Now to work.
Can I help?
Yes. Pour that in there and pump.
This is the most amazingly, fantastically interesting day I've ever had.
Good. Cup of tea?
Look what I found. It's a bucket, Dolly.
I can see that.
But is it the right bucket?
Well, we'll just have to find out, won't we? I need to get this to Her Majesty immediately, so...
I'll wish for something for you, Dolly, shall I? I could wish for a flying machine so that you could fly to Her Majesty.
Well, go on then. Wish.
I wish for... what was it? A flying machine. You see, Dolly, it was the right... Ow!
Hurry up and get in, all of you.
But
Get in!
Your new palace is coming along very nicely, Your Majesty, and here is your tea.
What's this?
Cod and chips, Your Majesty.
Ugh. Where's the chef?
There aren't actually any chefs up here as yet, Your Majesty. I'm having all the building personnel fired up first, being as how building your new palace is a priority.
Food is also a priority, Mudge. Fire up a couple of chefs immediately. Miss Clackhanger, just in time for my tea.
How lovely to see Your Majesty again so soon, and looking so fit and well after your flight.
We got the bucket.
Indeed we did, Your Majesty, and it is my great honour and pleasure
Aha! At last!
Just hold the handle, Your Majesty, and say, I wish.
I wish for a large palace containing a complete buffet meal.
Palace. I haven't got a palace.
She'll have to go without then, won't she?
I know. The castle.
But that's my castle.
Sorry, can't be helped.
That should do.
Your Majesty, about my job as Chief Minister, and me having brought you the bucket and all, you did promise to...
Yes, very well. There you are, Miss Clackhanger.
Oh, Your Majesty, how...
As Chief Minister, you are, of course, responsible for seeing that the taxes are collected in Stiltsville, including the back tax they all owe.
Taxes?
Take Mudge with you. He'll do it.
But...
What?
Now go away, all of you. Mine.
What are we going to do?
We're going to jump out of the bucket at the first opportunity.
Are we?
I really must protest, Miss Clackhanger. As Mayor of Stiltsville,
Not anymore, you're not.
Oh, Dolly, does this mean I'm mayor?
You have no right!
I have every right. Her Majesty has made me Chief Minister. From now on, all taxes will be paid directly to me, and sheep of all colours will be banned.
And so once more the unfortunate inhabitants of Stiltsville are forced to pay the huge taxes demanded of them by Queen Cat.
Very much.
But at least Mudge is enjoying himself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Double up mixture. I wonder.
Just one more to pay. Mr. Blodge. Where's he got to? I'll go and knock on his door.
What a good idea, Mudge. And I personally will guard the money.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Clackhanger.
You go to double the money then, doll?
Brilliant idea. Some for everyone then, eh?
Certainly not. Be quiet. Hold this. Don't let go of it, and don't let Mudge see it.
That's the last one. We'd better be going.
New Hope.
They must be. Go on. Pity Queen Cat doesn't know the 24-hour rule yet.
Is it nearly time then?
Yes, about... now! And here goes another one. Now! Come on, Bimble. Get us home.
I wish for a...
Well, I never.
His head was covered ear to ear. In a pail he somehow stuck it, and his plea was clear to me. Free me from this bucket. I could not foresee what fate had planned for me. How could I tell a wishing well is what this pail would be? So I stepped up to show my stuff, pushed and pulled and nearly struck it. Off it flew, and from that grew the tail of Bimble's bucket. The tail of Bimble's bucket.